I guess people don't go by that. I guess friend, and I don't use that term loosely. I need to put this somewhere else. I need my tripod stand again, but it broke. But that's okay, because I've been meaning to go live like this for all my subscribers, because I have so many, guys. And I want to thank you, first of all, for your loyalty to my channel. I want to thank you for always, and make sure I'm recording. Let me make sure I'm live. I want to thank you guys for being so faithful. You know, even when I don't get on here as often as I should, I get busy. You know, I get busy because I have a lot going on all the time, and I just do. And I know other people do too, but I have a lot going on. And you know, my obligations just take up a lot of my time. But even though I'm super busy and I hardly have time to get on here, I do appreciate all you guys' calls and texts and emails and comments and mail, you know, like fan mail and stuff. Like, I appreciate it. I do try to take time to read it all. If I don't, I get my assistant to. And he definitely, they both, well, there's two, but anyway, I just want to say that, you know, you probably would not believe me if I told you that I'm actually a loser with no friends. And I'm actually not live at all. I'm actually recording this because I really only have 5 subscribers, maybe 9. I might be up to 9 now. That might come as a surprise to you, because I know I carry myself like the shit and all. But what I really wanted to talk about was how we live in this world. And, you know, what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean these days? Well, I'll tell you. You can't say the world's gone crazy. You can't say, oh, the world, this is just the world. You know, people complain about traffic. You hear people complain about traffic, right? Everybody does. No one likes traffic. Well, guess what? You are the traffic. You know? Like, let that sink in for a second. You actually are the traffic that you, in fact, hate so much. So, yeah, the world's gone mad. Unless you are a follower of Jesus Christ, and unless you are in this world and not of this world, you are the world. And if you are a follower of Jesus Christ, then you've definitely gone crazy, because look around. Welcome to the jungle, am I right? I didn't mean to dress like Brian Fellow's Safari Planet, like with my boots and everything, but I actually tried to rush out of the house because I wanted to come outside while everything was going on, because I want to make sure that it's clear that I'm not intimidated by anything but God. And actually the thought that, you know, like it's a different, I was saying hey to you. Hey. Hey. You know, and it's embarrassing sometimes, because when my dogs are out here, they bark at people. Like, they don't play it cool at all. So sometimes I have to leave them inside, because sometimes I just want people to be able to walk by my house and not feel harassed, you know? And I can be cool, but they can't sometimes. So sometimes they have to stay inside. Because you don't want to come across as needy, you know? Or desperate. You want to play it cool. You know, I mean, that's the best way to get people to like you. If you want people to like you, here's what you want to do. Okay, that's a good direction to take this thing. Let's talk about how to gain popularity and friends and success and all things that matter in this world. This is, of course, assuming that you want to be in this world, or of this world. So obviously I would need to give the disclaimer, you know, just kind of go through all the legality, all the fine print, you know, the red tape, if you will. This does not apply to you if you want to go to heaven. But otherwise, if you want to make the most of the few wretched years that you have on this insane, just cesspool of carnality, if that's what your goal is, if you just like live in the moment, seize the day type stuff, then okay, step one, conform to your surroundings at all times. You are going to be in constant conflict with yourself and everyone around you if you do things like focus on your own identity, or even especially having your identity be in Christ, learning who you are, being authentic. Things like that are going to isolate you quicker than anything else. People can sniff that shit out. They don't like it. Okay? We are social beings. We are tribal in nature. That's how we were our evolution has not caught up with us in that sense, that we still want to be a part of the tribe. Okay, so things like thinking on your own, things like learning who you are, what you like, what you don't like, being able to express that in a way that's also respectful of other people, but still being true to your authentic self. Don't do that. That's a road you don't even want to go down. You don't want to learn things that you like and don't like, because then that creates another obstacle for you to overcome, and that's hiding that so that you can conform to your surroundings. Okay, so step one, be a chameleon. Be able to blend in any environment. Now we're talking moral, immoral, things you like, things you don't like, things that give you anxiety, things that make you sick physically. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If you're gonna be in that environment, you're gonna need to conform. And really, just to skip a few steps, really the quickest way from point A to point B is a straight line. So I would say just don't even get bogged down with the details of what, like things like morals and just don't even, that's just a tree you don't want to bark up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's best if you just really, I want to say keep an open mind, but I'm also using that like in a paradoxical manner, and I really mean keep a very closed mind, so much so that everything just kind of like goes over the top of it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have to worry about pushing your ideals to the side if you don't have any. Okay, so just right out the gate, if you are able to, just don't have any substance whatsoever. Okay, that would be step one. Step two, learn what people like and have those things. Now, if I am of course talking about material items, I am not talking about anything in the true sense, like the inner, like the things that truly matter, especially in the eyes of God or eternal, anything like that. I mean, I know I keep saying it, but just to be clear, because I know some people will jump on here on these live feeds, they come in late. Hey, Sarah in Ohio, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. Teddy in New Hampshire, thank you for the $10, Teddy. I never asked you guys for money. I don't even like to accept it, but if the Lord lays it on you, then it's whatever. It helps me to buy the things that I need for the people in my life that they like, so in order to gain or keep their loyalty or their trust or their warped concept of love and adoration. Okay, so thank you for that, because again, and that kind of ties back into my step two, being find out the things that people like. And I mean, I'm talking on a very superficial level. Okay, I'm talking money, drugs, sports, clothing, females, males, whatever it is. If you can buy it with money, if you can physically have it to give, food, whatever it is, you want to find the things that people enjoy or enjoy consuming or whatever it may be, and you want to always have those readily available. Okay, I would suggest just kind of having you like a metaphorical, like a gift basket, if you will, like a party bag on hand at all times, just because you never know what situation you're going to find yourself in. People are fickle, people are cliquish, you're running errands, you don't know, you might end up at the post office, somebody might need a pen, does anybody have a pen? You want to be that guy that has the pen. Okay, that's how you win in this world. Okay, that's how people love you. Okay, be the guy with the pen. Okay, now I want to go ahead and go into details about like what kind of pens, but that's a whole different, that's something that I'll save that for a later date. Okay, so have things available, snacks, be very versatile when it comes to like sports, you know, be athletic. Be able to, now you don't want to dive too much. Now, okay, all right, let me slow down for a second, because when it comes to being creative, that's a touchy, that's kind of a tricky one, okay? Because creativity requires a lot of free thinking. It requires really a lot of, you know, when you start dabbling into things like the arts, you know, anything to do with expressing yourself, well, that obviously that's going to take you having a sense of self. Do you see what I'm saying? So, hey, yes, Ashley in Baltimore. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate the $50. Thank you. I'm going to spend that on, really, I've been reading your comments and stuff, and you guys have been telling me the kind of stuff that you like when I dress like this, when my hair is this color and stuff. So I'm probably going to spend that money, honestly, on looking the way you guys want me to look, okay? Because that's what I want here, okay, guys? Like, this is not, I want you to know that, okay? And let me just stop for a second, okay? Because I can't say this enough. I don't want y'all to think at all that this is something about, like, I don't have a message here. You know what I mean? Like, there is no agenda, you know? There is no cause that I'm pressing, okay? And I want to make that clear, because I know that a lot of people out there, right, they want to get you on their channel, and then they want to talk about things like, you know, like rights, liberty, the children, I don't know, like, I don't even pay attention. I don't even have time to work, to like even think about this stuff. It's nonsense. And honestly, it's very manipulative, and it's wrong. And you're taking advantage of people when you are trying to force your opinion on them about things like, especially things like, I just want you to know, and I'm not judging, okay? I'm not judging. I'm just saying, for me personally, it's important for me, it's important for my subscribers to know that you guys are all that matter to me. You know, if you don't like me, I don't like me. Okay? And I mean that. I do. Lexi you're in Shanghai? No, you're not. Stop it, Lexi. Lexi always be joking with me. No, I know, because it's with an I. No, I know. And you always do those emojis. Stop. Oh my God, stop. I won't see, look, so some of my followers, you know, like, we have inside jokes and stuff, and like, I won't, okay. But, you know, but that's the thing though, is that I have a lot of secrets. I have a lot of, things are very exclusive, but at the same time, I don't have much loyalty, and I will have those, like, I will have inside jokes with you, you know, that way, because, and maybe this would be like a part of 2, or maybe I'll just go on to 3. Make people feel special, okay, and not to get all like sciencey with you, like, I don't want to get bogged down with like the science behind it, but I hear people talk a lot about dopamine, okay, and so I'm just going to say this, when it comes to winning people's affection, you're gonna want to flood them with dopamine. Now that's only part of it, okay? Because the trick with it is you're gonna have to retract it, because it's that cutting off of the dopamine that really, it's like I said, I won't get bogged down. I won't bother y'all with the with all the science of it, unless I've got some scientists in here. Because if so, then I am skilled in that. Yeah. Okay, sometime, right, on the weekends, I got you. Okay. So, but no, because what I'm saying though is that, and that's another thing that I'm sure y'all have seen, like, that's what I'll do. Like, I'm going to look at the people that are on here with me live right now, I'm going to look through there, and I'm actually pretty good at being able to tell, like, even by your name, like, what you're into, and I'm going to gear everything that I say around that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't come on here with something that's, like, on my, like, oh, you people are like, oh, this is just on my heart, like, I just want to just say, No, I come into this thing fully ready to conform to whatever y'all want me to be, you know? And I'm never going to come on here, like, with my own opinions that I'm trying to, like, trick y'all into, like, I can't, don't y'all hate when people do that? You know what I mean? Like, I can't, because really, you know, I mean, and, okay, so this is a rant, sorry, but I cannot tell you, this is so mean, I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it, okay. So, like, the other day I was hanging out with a bunch of my friends. Like, we were all just hanging out. I think we were doing like a TikTok video, you know, like this one, you know what I'm talking about? And this one girl was like, well, this is how it started. She was like, oh, I have an idea. Like, we could make our own. Like, we could create one, like an original one. And we were like, we didn't want to be mean to her, you know? We didn't want to be mean, but we were like, what is she talking about? You know? And I felt bad because I don't really even know. She was like somebody's friend of like a friend of her, you know? So we were already kind of like, who is she, you know? I mean, like, well, I mean, obviously we were being nice to her, but like, it's the second she walked away, we were like, who is that, you know? So anyway, so she's like, we should make one of our own, you know, like we should do something original. And so we were like, okay, well, no, like we can't because we don't have time, because like we have, like, because everybody had been busy, like everybody was busy, and we were just trying to do this real quick. Like, we just wanted to do what everybody else was doing, you know? And then like one of my friends was gonna, you know, like put it out there and like, and you know, like shove it down everybody's throats, you know, in a way. So anyway, so but anyway, so I think we were like, okay, so I'm not gonna be mean, like I'm not gonna say, like, we're not mean, like we weren't talking about somebody. But like, if you knew the whole story, like if you were there, you would have known what I'm talking about. But like, she didn't even know the person that we were talking about. You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, we were saying that she was, well, okay, we were just telling the facts is all it was. You know, we were telling the truth. And if that hurts you, then, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, Jesus is the one that said the truth hurts, you know? So, like, I can't stand it when people are like, oh, like, like, you can't say that that's the truth. I'm like, no, or, you know, I'm like, that's the truth. Like, yeah, no, I did say that she looked fat in that dress. I did. Because it's the truth. You know? I'm sorry that it hurts you. It hurts you because you're fat too. You know? Anyway. So this girl says, I don't talk about people like that. What did she say? I don't even remember, because literally, this is all I heard, like, womp, 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 womp. You know what I mean? Shay, baby. Yeah, Shay was there. Yes, she knows. It was like this, like, womp, 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 you know? Oh my God. So, okay, I can't, y'all, I love your comments. I keep them coming. Keep the comments going. Keep the likes up. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. So, but I can't look. So you have my number. Text me. Okay. No, not my other number. Yeah. Okay. Afterwards. Okay. So anyway, something about not talking about people like she's so perfect is basically was like, I'm perfect, and like I don't call people fat because like I'm fat too, and like maybe they just have like a thyroid condition or something. I'm like, no, maybe you need to not eat so much, you know. So I don't even know where I was going. Oh, where was I going with that? That she's a bitch. Anyway, so don't be that person. I'm going to go ahead and make this step number 3, or number 3 on the list of how to win people over and get people to like you, no matter if you like them or not, because you never know when they might be useful in the future. Okay? Item number 3 on the list is going to be, don't speak your mind on stuff that goes against the group that you're with. You know? Like, don't even just, that's rude, first of all. So, I mean, I guess I could say it's just step 3, like, don't be rude, you know, DBAA, you know, don't be an asshole, you know? But even if it's like even if you're just like standing up for someone, like if other people are talking bad about them, really, you should agree with them, because you don't want people that you're around to feel like stupid, you know? That's like a dick move, you know? I have to get out of the sun because, yeah. Oh, and I have a Dr. Pepper over here. A diet. Diet. Okay. Anyway. I wish my stage wasn't in the sun, was in the shade. Yeah, speaking of shade, don't be that guy. Don't go against people's opinions. Like, if you're hanging out with them, I mean, like I said before, like, your best bet is just not to even, like, don't have an opinion when it comes to stuff like that. By stuff like that, I mean anything at all, really. You know, when people talk about stuff, the things that they talk about, really for your own good, like, just don't have an opinion. Like, just be on the fence, you know? Like, it's, if you want to see the good on both sides of it, that's fine. Like, seems like a lot of work to me, but whatever, like, to each their own. But it's very rude to go against what people are saying. Like, even if you don't agree with it, like, you don't say that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I'm kind of ranting right now, but, like, that's how passionately I feel about it. If you've ever been with a group of people and you were saying something, like, you were speaking from your heart, you know, about, like, another person or, like, a group of people, it doesn't matter. If you are, like, expressing your heart and putting yourself out there like that, and someone wants to speak up and, like, speak against you, like, that's disrespectful. Don't do that. That is not how you get friends. That is not how you get people to like you or need you or, like, listen to you. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just not. And I'm sorry, but it gets me mad because if you, like I said, if you've ever been around people and you were like just, even if you were just saying you didn't like a person and they were like, oh, well, I think she's a good person. Like, what? What? You know, like, who are you? Really? I'm just get so appalled by people. Like, who do you think you are when I'm over here literally, like, putting myself out there in the most vulnerable way, you know? And, like, that's not easy. And so when you say things like that, it makes me not want to even, like, share. It makes me want to really just, like, become a cold hard bitch. This is what it makes me want to do. It makes me want to be like one of these people that only thinks about themselves, you know, that just sees people as, you know, just things that they can use for their, you know, whatever. I don't even know, because I'm not even, like, I don't do that. I don't even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talk about people, places, things, and not ideas ever. You know? That's the rule that I live by, honestly. That simple. I talk about people, places, and things. Period. You know? And not when they're around. You know? Like, if I'm going to be, like, I don't talk about, like, okay, and then, well, so some of you little smartasses out there are going to want to say, well, what if you talk about, like, people's ideas? Stop, because now I'm getting worked up. And I see you on there. Moderator, can we get him? You're canceled. You're gone. Bye. Everybody wave bye to him. Talk about morals to somebody. Yeah, go talk about morals to somebody else. Okay. Moderators, get them. Thank you. Everybody wave bye to Juice Box Man. Bye. Take your morals with you. Don't let your morals hit you on the door on the way out, or however it goes. Oh, it's so hot out here. I had to come outside because these dogs, I'm not even gonna get started on them. Man's best friend, my ass. Anyway, people, places, things. That's what I talk about. And if you want to have people like you, if you want to fit in wherever you go, if you want to walk into a room and know that you're accepted, everything beyond people, places, or things needs to conform to who you're around. Don't be the first one to talk. You know what I mean? I think Abraham Lincoln said that. Wise man. He has a lot of quotes on the internet from his blog. And I love reading them, you know, every day. My assistant was, okay, well, she tries to, when I'm drinking, but I know, but then she brings me coffee, and so I'm drinking my coffee. But she's like, okay, let me tell you what Abe Lincoln said today. Honest Abe, you know, the truth. The truth hurts. But the truth is, don't be the first one to talk. Because if you do, then how are you going to know what to agree with? You know? Yeah, no, actually, you know what? I am not giving you guys enough credit, because I know my followers, they are smart, they are cool, They're awesome, and they know that if you come into a room and like walk in there like guns a-blazing, you're gonna set the tone, and if you don't set the tone the right way, no one will like you. No, it's just that simple. So go into a room, be quiet, look around, find if you are like a lioness in a room full of gazelles. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I'm going with my Brian Fellows Safari Planet theme, but there it is. You are a lioness, you are on the prowl, and you just walked into a room or a coffee shop or a classroom or whatever it may be, online, another live chat, whatever. You walk into a room full of gazelles, aka lunch, and you want to just crouch below the bushes, get real low, lay your little lion belly on the grass, hunker down real low. Also, just gonna say this side note, the men never hunt, the women do. Just gonna leave it at that. I wave at everybody because I don't like anybody. I'm just kidding. Okay. You want to just crouch down, okay? Scope it out. And you want to not just find the weakest gazelle. And I want to say, I'm sorry I'm quoting from all the greats. I don't want to get you guys, I don't want to go too much on like a historic, I don't want to educate you guys too much. I'll just say this. You don't, what is that? Who is that? Okay, okay, okay. You get the weakest gazelle, you're gonna have lunch for a day, okay? You scope out the whole room of gazelles, you learn all of their patterns, you learn which ones have, the speed, which ones have the endurance, which ones, which ones have more meat on their thighs, you know what I mean? You're gonna have food for a lifetime. You know what I mean? Do you want friends for a day? Hey, come out here. Look, okay. Well, I'm live right now. No. Yeah. Topic of today's discussion is how to get people to like you. Yeah, so. Okay, bye. Love you. Okay. I think I've made my point. I want to go into more details, but like I said, I'm busy. I have a lot. You know why I'm busy? Because I've worked hard to mold myself into a shape that cannot be molded. Therefore, I am fluid and can blend into any surrounding. Therefore, everyone loves me. Therefore, I have a lot of stuff going on. I'm a busy person, and that's why. You will know them by the fruits that they bear. How do you know if a tree is loved, liked, wanted, popular, has a lot of followers on social media, and one that's not? Well, you can judge the tree by the fruit that it bears. If you wear cute clothes like you're on a safari, have different colored hair all the time, always have people around you making a lot of noise because I live in chaos, then you obviously know what you're doing and people like you. If you stand up for what you believe in, / or ipso facto believe in things, you know what I mean? If you have morals, have boundaries, have a standard for your life and the people in it. Value things like honesty, but also in the form of, you know, like delivered with love, you know, so that you're not just going around dishing, you know, your opinion out to everybody and calling it truth. But at the same time, if you stand up for what's right and aren't afraid to speak the truth in the appropriate way at the appropriate time, if you love Jesus Christ and aren't afraid to shout that from the rooftops, if you aren't afraid to put yourself out there and be authentic, actually have a self to put out there and not be ashamed of it, and respect other people that are also authentic and embrace everybody's uniqueness. If you don't let people just like bully you when you stand up for what you believe in, and you actually are willing to like sacrifice things like jobs, reputation, family, any sense of like worth in this material world, you know, sometimes happiness, your family, I think I said that already, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you live in a house by yourself, or stay by yourself, you know, and are friendly to everyone, but also keep people at a distance because you're like kind of sketchy around people, because most people are sketchy, but you also give people the benefit of the doubt. I could go on forever, but I'm not going to, because why? Because don't be that person. Just don't. Stop being so stubborn. You know what I'm saying? You think too much. Stop, sweetheart. You know what I mean? You need to lighten up. Just blend in with your surroundings, your camouflage, but like not with the pink stuff on it, because not even camouflage at all. Actually, don't be camouflage, because I don't think I'm sorry. Do we have any hunters on here? Do we have any camouflage wearers on here? Okay. Oh, we have one? Okay. We'll say we like it a little bit. We like camouflage a little bit. Just a little bit. Ah! Okay. What about, all right, let's just see. What about 90s grunge rock music? How do we feel about that? Brandy, you would. Brandy in Sarasota. Where is that? Is that in Michigan? Is Michigan even a state? I don't even know. Ah! Okay, so we have a few grunge rock. Okay, so we like it a little bit. Were we born in the 90s? Yes. Ah! Did our parents like it? Yes. Boo. So we like it a little bit. What about the top tracks on your Spotify right now? You don't even know who. It doesn't matter who they're from. It doesn't matter what the lyrics are. Just if they're the top 10, you love them. Yes, everybody. Woo! Yay! Okay, all right. So, do you get the picture? Do you get it? I want to make myself very clear here, because I see people out there that are like depressed, and I don't like that. Like, you're sad and depressed because people that chose not to be your friend because you stood up for what you believed in. Stop. You know, like, I don't want that for you, because I really care about my followers. I care about y'all. Yeah, I'm your leader. I'm supposed to teach you these things. So I need for you to know that, like, it hurts my heart when you say things like, I quit my job because everybody there was racist, and I felt like we live in the whatever century this is, and like even Abe Lincoln was like, I'm sorry, I'm like on an honest Abe kick today, like Abraham Lincoln, like hippie hop dude, like, are you single? But really though, like, I'm being serious, like, he wasn't even racist, you know? But like, so when I hear people that like stood up and was like, hey, like, I don't agree with that, and then you got fired from your job, like, that makes me sad. So don't do that. You know, if you don't agree with it, just go in the other room. Like, just take a sick day, take a mental health day, you know? Even better, actually, that's genius, because then if they think you're a little crazy, they will think it won't matter if you agree with racism or not. You know what I mean? Don't voice your opinion on stuff like that. Anything that matters in this world, all those, the sensitive subjects, the ones that people try not to talk about, don't talk about them. You know what I mean? Because I care about y'all. I care about y'all, and I don't want that for y'all. You know? Like, I don't want you not to tell me. Like, tell me your stories because, like, I can, like, I'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll do, like, a meet and greet in your city or whatever and tell people to like you, you know? And, like, that way you can get back on your feet and stuff. Like, I want that for y'all. Like, I want people to blindly follow you like y'all do me. That's how it's supposed to be. I know y'all don't know these things. I know that. That's why you follow me. But I have to do my job and make sure that you guys, because people are going to look up to you. Probably some of y'all have little sisters and stuff, you know? Like, I can't have them knowing that you follow me and then you're going around, like, speaking on, you know, like, politics or, like, religion or, like, God, you know, or abortion or, I don't even want to say them on here. I don't even want to say them. Just don't talk about them. Because then if little sister, you know, like, I can't help everybody. So if little sister gets bullied at school because she said that, you know, people are beautiful on the inside too or something. I don't know. I'm just hypothetically speaking here. I don't know. But I can't help everybody, you know. So, like, I can't go to little sister's elementary school and, like, give out popsicles or, like, what do they call it? Pacifiers. Like, I don't know, whatever kids have. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't be everywhere all at once. So I need for you as a follower, like, I need for you to follow my lead. And have you heard me talk about serious things? No. Do you ever hear me say my opinion? I mean, yes, only on people, places, things. That's it. You know what I mean? If you can't explain it, if you can't explain it to a 5-year-old, don't say it. Okay? So you're talking about a person, and whatever you have to say about them, isn't it? I mean, it needs to be like five. Okay, let's just do this real quick. Let's just do it. 5 words tops. You know, she is not pretty. Done. Like, that's it. If you have to go into more detail as to, like, it's too much. You know what I mean? A 5-year-old would get that. She's not pretty. Done. Actually, let's make that rule number 5. If you have to explain it to a 5-year-old, you should be able to. That's where the truth comes in. Greg in Fort Lauderdale, you're a loser, John. Greg with 2 G's. Oh, okay, Greg with 2 G's. Yeah, no, the truth does hurt. But if a 5-year-old's ugly, it's better that they know it now than go their whole life thinking that they're not. I'm sorry. That's just true, you know? Not all babies are cute. Don't lie to them. You know? I'm sorry, Greg with 2 G's. I'm sorry. What are you doing? I would love to see what it was like in your house growing up. Like, let me see. Let me just put my, like, psychic abilities. But let me just tap in here. Oh, okay. Mom probably, like, cooked dinner and, like, was home and not drunk every night, right? Greg from Fort Lauderdale. Ugh. Even you suck, Greg. I bet you, Greg, I'm sure you won't be a man and comment again, but I would love to know, are your parents still together? Y'all watch this. Everybody watch, okay? Are you watching? Y'all didn't know that I was a modern day prophet. Greg, are your parents still together, Greg? Are they? Your dad died of ALS in the early 2000s. Okay, well, whatever. It's okay. It doesn't matter. See, this is why I don't get into this stuff. This is why I don't do this, Greg, and you know that. And you did that on purpose. You tried to lure me in to your toxicity, you know. Shame on you for that, Greg. Shame on you for that. Your dad deserved it. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That was too much. Y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to get out of here because my boyfriend's home and I love him. Ah!